Mele and Pua have had quite the journey. The first time we encountered them was in September of 2014 in the northwestern Hawaiian Islands during one of the NOAA research cruises. When we found them on the beach, they were malnourished. They were far below the body weight that they should have been for an animal at that time of year. And we brought them aboard the ship, provided care for them immediately, and transported them for several days all the way down to Kona on the Big Island at the opposite end of the Hawaiian archipelago. Once they were in Kona, they were cared for by a team of veterinary staff and volunteers over a period of about 5 months. And they increased in body size from around 40 pounds to over 200. So it's a pretty monumental achievement on the behalf of the entire animal care team, as well as the folks that transported them down and worked really around the clock to care for them on the ship. And we're here at Midway now, where we're preparing and halfway through the release process. So the animals were brought to Midway yesterday in the evening on a Coast Guard C-130 plane.
And 7 miles southwest on a heavy Boeing 777, climbing up at level 200.
Today we're doing an agency assist. We're helping NOAA out. We're transporting 2 of their monk seals that they rescued as malnourished pups, brought to the Big Island to their new facility there. And we're helping them out by transporting these pups back out to Midway Atoll, where from there they'll go on to, I believe, Atoll.
We landed at Midway a little after 11 o'clock last night and moved the animals into an area where they're being provided with shade, cool circulating air. They're away from any places where they would be disturbed, and they have a nice quiet spot to wait until they are being put on the ship, which is the Kahana. And the Kahana will be leaving here tomorrow evening, so it should be an overnight trip for them on the ship. They'll be watched around the clock just to make sure they're doing okay aboard the ship by folks from the NOAA team. And then they'll be released on the atoll. The release will be a several-day process. It's certainly a long way to come, and it's really important to us to make sure that we're monitoring the animals throughout the transport. We were on the Coast Guard plane last night for a little over 5 hours, and they're going to be here at Midway for several days, and then they'll have several hours of transport on the ship again. So, it's a shorter time span for their release than it was for their pickup. I will say that, but it is a time that can be stressful for them. And that's actually one of the reasons that I'm here with the animals. I'm here to make sure that they have everything they need as far as comfort, and that we're able to monitor them and really detect any signs of stress or discomfort early so that we can intervene however we need to. The animals have been doing fantastically well. They were extremely calm last night on the plane. They slept the entire time. They were a little bit active early in the morning this morning. That's actually pretty common from what I've seen for monk seal transports, and they just generally seem to be a little bit more active around sunrise. But they quieted back down and have been napping most of the day, as monk seals tend to do.